Hi guys, good evening. I'm just sharing the link. All right, so I've shared the link. I have to now go and share the screen. Screen is right there. Set up the chat. So I have two people joining. Hi Vasanti. Hi Vasudha. Hi Saurabh. Hi Devinder. Good evening, guys. I hope you all had a good day and you're all excited for your weekend. Summers are finally here on the East Coast, so lovely weather. Hmm. So again, today, market ignored the numbers which came in at 8:30. The PPI was in line. The jobless claims were better, and PPI year on year was a little lower than expected. So all in all, the numbers didn't matter. Hi, Sony. So let's see what's there in store for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have one set of numbers which are customer or consumer expectations. So they will be there at 8:30 export and then consumer expectations at 10. And then I don't think we have anything until the end of the day. So that could be a really big trigger in the market, specifically at 10 a.m. So I think like if you go back into the last 4 or 5 Fridays, the market has really moved up on that day. And I think if we have to break out, that's the day tomorrow. So we'll talk more once we have more people joining in. So hi Vani, hi Nilesh, good evening guys. Uh, one important thing, like people who attended the educational session, I've shared the recording on that day and the presentation on that day. I am still getting people reaching out to me that they have not received it. Please check your emails if you have not received anything. But like I asked it last week, and now if you're reaching me after a week, then it's not right. Hi, Shavik. All right, so let's start. It's 10:15, and the features are looking good and nice. And Tesla announced their new CEO. I think that will be really good motivator for Tesla stock tomorrow. Let's start from our inside days. Wow, massive 29. So let's go and do increase the size. So we have Tesla, we have Costco, we have Snow. Everything is getting tight. And so let's make a note. Tesla is inside day. I think tomorrow it should fill the gap. Inside day up straight away. Then I have SPY, Costco, AMD. AMD is inside day. SPY or ES, I will watch for inside day. Costco is inside day. Snow, I think I removed. Airbnb was bad. MDB is like really moving, so I'm not touching it. Maybe W. I really want to include W. So let's keep a space for W. Because there's no short trade on Tesla, so let's add W here. All right, let's look at what happened in today's market. and whether our level sustained or not sustained. All right. So this never triggered. We hit exact low of 41.20 today, I think, on futures. If I got requests, let me just add them. And people who are watching, if you want to be on my Telegram community, which is public, you can join in. So let's look at ES first. Yes. I'm going to delete this. I think this is not placed properly. This I placed right here. I think that was incorrectly placed. So let me just add my regression channel. This was 3502. Extend to the right. And I'm canceling. Move trying. Yes. So today we again, like you see, we were able to come 4170 area, and we hit the low of 4120 today, which was, I think, the 34 EMA as well. And I posted that there is a possibility a good test of this. Plus, we have ES on an inside day. So let's make a note of all this before we clear up inside day. Come on. So Apple didn't move much. It was in a very tight range. Triple Q came to 324.25 and then moved to 326. So this worked. Uh, and Q came into this range. It's still eyeing for this first target, which I think will be hit tomorrow. So let's keep an eye. ES came to 41.20 and then bounced between 41, and it still has to cross 41.55. So I think tomorrow, if something has to break out, it's tomorrow. Amazon did 110. It came to 110, hit 1176, and then even I think it went to hit 11. I think 113. Coin came in the region. I did not trade. Costco started, but then closed right there. Etsy started. Google like opened about this, and it was a breakout. So it was a continuation from last few days. So I'll ignore this. LMT did not check. Meta did good. It almost came to 239 area right there. Netflix was a boom. I told Netflix was a day for tomorrow, and it worked out really well. It came into this region perfectly. If you enter, hit this. I got out at 338.60. It went on to make 345. Tomorrow, I think it cannot take much more. Nvidia, I never triggered. Roblox, it opened and almost hit 42, so there was nothing. Tesla, I did a trade 168.70. It hit 172, and I think there is a very high potential we might do much more on Tesla tomorrow. All right, so this looks fine. Inside day looks good. Let me just try one more scan, and then we'll start. In between Bobcat, hi. I'm showing puts looks like head and shoulder for me on daily. I don't know about that yet. I will check. Hi, Group Breathe. Hi, Fungi Grumpy. Thank you, Grumpy. Thank you very much. See, guys, if you like my content, please like it and share it. How many? We have 57 people. I usually do not ask all this, but let's see how many people like it and share my YouTube video. I want to see if you appreciate my work. Let's see how many likes I get in the next few minutes. Personal. Let's start from the bearish candle patterns on the daily. No. The bullish candle patterns. SPX. Cool. SPX is bullish. Thank you, Shavik. We'll earnings. We'll talk about Nvidia. Nvidia's really stretched. Thank you guys. I got like 10 likes, so thank you very much. Last but most important one is my 1234 scan. I only want to try in the last half an hour. Let's start from last 4 hours. None. Last 2 hours, if anything positive happened in any of the scans. No. Last 1 day. CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike is getting positive, so keep an eye. On daily High Kanishi, it's like 5 days back to back flat. And I'm going to share this tomorrow, how to set up these trends, High Kanishi trends. And just before I start, I just want to give you one idea. This is a 15-minute High Kanishi trend. It tells you whether the like ticker has a flat top or a flat base. If it is a flat top, it will be in the minus in the red color and in minus numbers. If it is flat base, it will be in the blue color and with the positive number. And it's a 15 minutes. So if you have back to back, you will see 1, 2, 3. So just looking at this, you will have an idea that yes, on a 30-minute High Kanishi, it's 3 candles. It's showing strength. Why should I short it? Okay, that's kind of a shortcut, not even going into the chart. This is a daily High Kanishi. This is 30-minute High Kanishi, 15-minute High Kanishi. That's what I use. And then this is a 1234 structure, whether the 1234 is positive or negative. You can also create this column for a cross, whether the 12 cross 34, that also works. Hi, Srini. Okay, so one more thing before I jump. Tomorrow, we have Friday. SPX. Let me just remove here and go to clean screen. SPX tomorrow. If you see open equals to low, expect a big move. Do not short it. Do not short it. No short. If you see SPX equals to open or SPX equals to high, do not long this. Not at all. Just mindful of these two equations. If you see SPX equal to SPX giving you open equal to low, do not short this. Open equal to high, do not long this stage. This will cover. Yes, I'm going to share the script. It's not a complicated script, guys. I'll just share it. Just click. Oops. Let me just right click it. Edit formula. I'll just paste it in the YouTube chat. You can just pick it up. Or I'll post it on the Twitter if anybody wants. Let me just do that. Code for High Kanishi candles outcome in market. Oh, white group. In market watch for think or swim. This is the code. Copy it, use it. Just change that like time duration aggregation period. This is 15 minutes. You can change this to 30 minutes and that's it. And if you're doing for daily, you do not need aggregation period. Like if you want to just change it like daily, then it's daily. It's posted. All right. So next question I have is open low at what time? It's 9:30, Nilesh. 9:30 at market open. Just look at this thing. And guys, you can share this script to anybody you want. I don't care. Okay, so let's start. Now we have our list. So ES is first of all is doing two things very important. Let me read your question. By low changes throughout the day. Nilesh, if open equals to low in SPX, you will not have a low. Your low and open will be your stop loss. If it changes, it doesn't matter. But if it remains same, you will see that the market only goes up from here. What would be the stop loss for open, high, low usually? It's the same price when the open is your stop loss. Open is your stop loss. Whether it's low or high, open is your stop loss, whether you're going short or long. All right. So one thing which we need to see is that no matter what, we are getting intense buying in the Nasdaq. Even if the DMI is clearly telling me that yes, I do not have any strength in these moves. Literally nothing. Like DMI is almost at 11. Lowest in, I would say, since January, this is the duration where it is lowest. 18th January. 18th January, the index was 3,900. And then we have seen up moves and down moves both. Right now, this is consolidating. Both the upward and the downward momentum are going down. We need a catalyst. That catalyst could be anything, uh, like a positive news on the debt ceiling, maybe something positive on any political news across the globe, or something positive on China. Something needs to be there. So this is a daily. Let me just change this to weekly, because tomorrow is a weekly. So even in the weekly, you will see the momentum is dying. And let's see if we have that kind of momentum in the last 3 years. So if I go back to last 3 years, so 3 years in the week. So let's look at this and keep a very close eye on this. When we had similar structure, this is, and that's how I do the back testing, where my red is down. So this is a situation where the red is down. The green is like right here, the green, the red, and this, they were trying to converge into each other. And when we see there, we have a big red candle, or let's be fine. Yes, big red candle right there. And that red candle was 4,080 to 3,852. Right now, it has not converged, but it is reaching to the bottom right here. The bottom, it's making the dodgies. So it was 4186, and then the red starts to build up. Right now, the strength is not there at all. So see, again, we need a catalyst. This catalyst could be anything. So even on the weekly, I'm not getting a clear picture on the DMI. It's losing significant momentum, but tomorrow, as I said, could be a possible trigger. Tesla move can actually push the market because people love Tesla. And now this is a very important thing. We've been trying to have a close above 4150. Not in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days we have not seen a close above 4150. That is the intensity of selling in this area. Now, neither we have a closing below 4100. No, 4130. We definitely, if you see, we definitely start here, go down, but we are not seeing any closing below this. So 4130 and 4150 is your range. This needs to break out. Tomorrow, if we go above this, I think first one is 4170. That should be taken out. And the moment we break out from there, we could have a big move. If we lose 4130, we need to break 4120 because 4120 has provided significant support. So again, my bias on ES is again 50-50 because ES is not giving me a clear direction. So ES is still 50-50 right here, but it is an inside day. So inside day up possible. And today we have seen the fake breakdown in the morning. Uh, like it was 4130 in the pre-market and then break down, made a new low and then bounced. So it's 4120 and did a fake breakdown. Now my stop loss is 4140 for my long positions. And I only want to go long above 4155. I'm just improving this because the area is getting congested very much. 4140. Targets are 4170, 90. See, they are cluster of targets now. 4170, 90, 4210, 60. So it means that there is a possible kind of struggle for ES to stay higher because Microsoft has rallied, Apple has rallied, Nvidia has rallied, AMD has rallied, Google, Amazon has rallied, Netflix today rallied, tomorrow will be Tesla. What else is left? CNM is rallied. What big company is left? I don't know. So it's 50-50. Breakout is possible, but it needs to break above this 4170. That's the massive breakout. Now on the short side, every dip is bought. Sell aggressive below 4120. Now where should we sell? 4141 is our 12 EMA. If we lose it, we should sell it. So 4141 stop loss, I'll just improve it to 4152, 4120 and 4270. This can get aggressive below 4120 area. So ES is 50-50. NQ is really positive, but if you see NQ, stocks are getting tired. And one thing, like we have seen one-sided journey in NQ, and we are coming towards a really big resistance of 13,550. It's like about 50 to 75 points away, but we are right there. And you see the bodies are getting tinier and tinier, which shows that yes, it is getting tiring for the NQ. Also, if you look at the volume, futures volume, the volumes are there in NQ and good volumes are there. On ES, the volumes are marginal, right? When you have a green day, you have a good volume. When you have a red day, you have a low volume. If you have a dodgy day, you have a low volume. Green day, good volume. Red day, lower volume. What it tells that people are ready for a catalyst for push the market higher. So just coming back to NQ now and the volume, it's telling that yes, there is volume behind it, but we need a catalyst. We need a big catalyst to break out from this zone. All right. So for NQ, it's positive. I need it to come down to like 440 instead of 400. I would say if it comes to 400 and 450, I'll be a buyer. My stop loss is now 400, 13,400. Targets are right there. breakout consolidation is happening. So it's good breakout, 13,350. Uh, Stop loss is not 400. That's 295, which is the 12 EMA, and 100. Yes. So in NQ, the positive consolidation is finally breaking out. And you will see in the last few days, every day there was a new ticker which was running. There was Microsoft first, then AMD and Nvidia, then Amazon and Google. All these stocks are slow and steadily going up. All right. Now, tomorrow will be Tesla, 100% because Tesla had the big news and it has a good catalyst. We need to find out any other ticker which has not run. And those are industrial, those are banks. So keep an eye. We could have Boeing giving you a run, Caterpillar giving you a run tomorrow. Nasdaq remains there because Nasdaq is coming to the big zone. S&P is to catch up. S&P may move, and these tech stocks may provide some support, some of them, and all remain in a range. But other companies like Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, uh, what you call Costco, uh, other companies, smaller companies, IWM, they might do a good move tomorrow. Keep an eye on that. So that's about NQ, triple Q. Triple Q, same thing. It's coming to that resistance of 327, which is a 78.6. It's building up the momentum, yes, which is really, really good. But again, we're coming from a very good down move from 309 right there. I will not be surprised if we like test this 327 and then we kind of stay there until the end of the day and let S&P or Dow Jones to catch up because Nasdaq has rallied a lot. Now other companies have to catch up. So 327 is a good area. Again, I'll be looking for a dip if it comes. I'll be interested at 325 if it comes to 325, 326. 327.15. And there may not be a big index movement. It more or less will be a stock specific movement. Stop loss is 324. Downside, the stop loss is 324. Sell below this, 321.35 and 318. And these levels are based on Fibonacci 321, and this is Fibonacci of 318. If we lose that, then 316. All right. So this is triple Q. Thank you, Mohammed. What is keeping market holding? Market is being held by the big stocks. See, they did really good earnings. The employment is really good. The unemployment is not there, is really low. Everything is good by economy. Let's go to Apple now. Apple did a dodgy right there. Now, this is not a good sign. Honestly, I have told you that dodgy at the top is the sign of reversal. So we have seen like we bounced right from 160, trading at 117, 73.50. So it's going to be a tough for Apple. Now there are two rationals here. Try to understand that. First, we were not able to have a close above 173.50 for 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Now we had a close, but we are making a dodgy. Dodgy means I am tired. I am not sure should I continue or not. So I should cool off. So there's a higher possibility that, as I said, You may have Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, Boeing, Caterpillar to do the job tomorrow, then the tech, besides Tesla. So possibility of Apple going up is really, really high. So I really want to short Apple. I'm increasing its percentage at the top, and it is a potential evening star. Evening star is a bearish band. Again, I messed up my spelling. Evening star. It's a potential because we need to see and where we can go down. We can go down all the way to the 12 EMA or this area, which is 170.6. Apple is 170.6. And then 167.5. 167.5. On the positive side, I am thinking like a 40%. Like for Apple, I think it's 70%, if I would say. 70% negative, 30% positive. Because dodgy is dodgies. If we break above today's high, 74.60, let's give it a shot. The levels are same for Apple. AMD. AMD is an inside day, and it's making an inside day right at the top. They were like hammer. That's where we thought yesterday we could fall. Today it was showing a sign of weakness. Why? 97.60, and it's a 23.6 Fibonacci. The moment we lose, like yesterday's low, today it did that, but somehow it managed to bounce. But if it starts to lose, we still have 92, 90.5 area, or even like 93 area to support this. I think if again, if market thinks to cool off, AMD could be a really good shot. My stop loss is good. It's an inside day down possibility. Amazon. Amazon finally managed to close above 38.2 Fibonacci. I think that's really, really good. Today it came above 110, filled the gaps. So there are no gaps for today and yesterday, but again, the massive gap from that day, the DMI is rock solid. 38.2 Fibonacci is really solid. So Amazon is positive. So Amazon stop loss is now 111. Let's make it 111. If market gives you a chance, buy above 112.25. Why I'm saying so, I want to show you one thing on the black box regarding Amazon. I saw a massive number of dark pool activities on Amazon after hours. And these were like not small numbers, like 25 million, 12 million, 21 million, 30 million. These are massive quantities which hit at 112.18. Okay. And if, again, keep this in mind, if Amazon hold above this price, 112.18, it will only go up. If it loses and is not able to breach, it will go down. So this is a message. Dark pool around 100 million at 112.18. If stay above, then keep long, else short. See, if tomorrow Amazon loses 112 area and not able to recapture it, just go blind short. And what are the possible targets? 115.42. The Amazon has some area to cover. That area is 122.23, which it faced. So once it clears this one, we should hit 120. That is Amazon. Okay, wow, I got 35 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Coin. Coin after the good numbers, it's doing a back testing. And back testing, as I've said, is really, really important. If it holds this 34 EMA, which is 5960, I think even if the Bitcoin goes down, it has potential to go higher from here. So keep an eye on coin. And if you look, it made a lower low, lower high. But let's look at the volume of today. See, it came down, but there was not enough volume. What it shows that yes, it is ready to move higher. It has to hit that 67, 68. So I am positive. Let's do one more check. Let's look at High Kenichi. High Kenichi is still flat pace. So even if it was going down today, it is still solid. It's just that you need to look at the chart in a different respect. Top loss is 59.60. Everything is solid on coin. I think this comment should be copy here. It's a decline on extremely low volume, which is positive. So tomorrow coin could be one of them. Costco, I will cover instead of LMT, I will definitely add BA today. Costco. Costco is like inside day. It's ready for a big consolidation. It's like very tight right now. It's getting tighter and tighter. If I click and activate drawing, push it right there. It's coming to a point where we should either break out or break down from here. It's getting in that mode right there. And the tops are connected. It tried one time but failed. But I think tomorrow could be a really, really good move from Costco. So Costco is my blue for tomorrow. Costco and coin. It's an inside day. We could see a really big move on Costco. Inside day up. ITSI. Finally, ITSI is testing 96 area. I think it's getting ready. It closed good. If I look at High Kenichi, it's building the base, making higher high, solid flat top. So positive. So ITSI, let's go long above today's high, which is 96.50. So let's go above 96.50. And we have these two targets, 99, 101. 100% possible ITSI tomorrow. Google, like, if you remember, we're talking about Google from 91 area, 91 to 115. It has done its job. Now, 115, and see where it got stuck. It got stuck right in this area, resistance. Last few time it came here and got rejected, and it needs to fill the gap. Okay, so I think tomorrow is the day where I think Google should cool off. So I am making it neutral now. I will not be buying Google. Just to be honest, I want it to cool off. So I want it to be in green, but not positive anymore, but neutral. So I want it to come down and fill the gap. So I'm looking to add around 112 Google, buying the dip to 113. Top loss is 112.65. This way it will fill the gap which it had today and will cool off. Then I will be clearing 115.25. Yes. And the next target is 119.35. Need some cool off. Uh, I'm not doing LMT, I'm adding BA. I'm not doing Baba either because Baba has done the move and usually it cools off after the good move. So BA is holding this area. It made a lower low, lower high. But I think today, if I look at the high Kanishi, there was a doji. So doji means change of trend. And from top to bottom, we have a doji. So this was holding beautifully 198. And now I think above 201, we could see 204, 208. And BA could be moved tomorrow. So stop loss is 201. I would say 250 by above 202. Target 204, 207.90. The options will be cheap for BA. So keep an eye on BA. Meta. Meta today broke out. It was holding 233 and we saw that it is holding this line beautifully. Even today, if I convert this into a normal candle, right, we came to 232 and then we bounced right from it. So this is holding really beautifully. Now, if I lose 232 again, I think then I'll be looking forward to go down. So I'll be selling this below 231.75 now. So if you are a meta trader, make sure you watch 231.75. If you lose it, you need to sell. If there is a pressure on meta, that pressure should get aggressive. Like we'll not be able to trade meta around this. That will be really, really risky. That 2838 short. But if you want to trade, you need to be very careful here. On the long side, I actually I don't want to go long on meta anymore. But I wanted to dip. So my stop loss is 235 and buy near 236. I don't want a big trade on meta. If you want to short, you can short right there. Or you can short below 235 as well. Or below 235. Microsoft. Today, we talked about Microsoft to sell below 310. It exactly did 310 and below. It's making a dodgy. It came to 306 area, allowing the 12 EMA to catch up. I think if like it's consolidating right here. If Google cools off, I think Microsoft will pick it up. There's not enough room for Microsoft right now to go higher because it's at this structure. So I would say that try a dip towards 305. So if you want to try a short, Microsoft is one good shot on the rise. So stop loss is 312. I really want to try a short on Microsoft now. Short. Stop loss is 312. Sell on rise in case market goes up for a moment to 310, 311. Try a short of 306 and 302.70. 306. That's a good shot on Microsoft. Like Apple and Microsoft, you see in my list, they are on the short side. And I've increased Apple to, so that's why I'm saying there's a possibility that Nasdaq remain there and let other catch up. Netflix did really good job today. Finally broke out from the inside week consolidation and a massive breakout above 334. Now 339 is a good stop loss. 339.50. It's trading really high. Either go above, like 348 is a 61 Fibonacci area, which is a tough area for Netflix to cross. Because even in the past, it has struggled around 348. So if it crosses 348, that will be really amazing, or buy the dip at 339. Netflix can continue tomorrow, but I'm just removing it from the blue. I'm just keeping it green because it has done the job. Stop loss is 338.6. Buy in the dip if you get to 340. 42. Target is 348. Once we cross 348, then we hit 354. Or buy above 348, which is 61.8% Fibonacci. That's a solid move on Netflix. Nvidia, yesterday we talked that we could sell this and we could buy about 292. So right now it's losing that momentum. It's struggling with 291, which is a 61 Fibonacci hard. Did a complete back test of 12 EMA to the point. That's the importance of 12 EMA. If you see, there are 9, 10, 13, 14, but 12 EMA, the low, exactly similar to the 12 EMA. Now, I want to try a short on Nvidia below 285. So if market is weak, I'll try a short on Nvidia. I'm short on AMD, I'm short on Apple, I'm short on Nvidia. Short is sell below. If I lose this 12 EMA, 282.5, stop loss is 285, 278, 278 and 276, 278, 276. The possibility. On the higher side, like if you want to be aggressive, you can sell with the 289. If you're aggressive seller, sell near 286 with stop loss of 288. So Nvidia, I'm 100% short. Roblox today came out and boom, it did. There's no gap. I think 39 area is a good area for it to come and test and then decide what needs to be done. It almost went into the gap, could not hold. So now I'll be a buy around 39. Roblox in depth. Otherwise levels are same. Roblox. I'm just making it neutral. Roblox. Then I have Tesla. Tesla is positive for sure. I think tomorrow will be a Tesla day. And see where the news came in. We were consolidating between the 12 and 34 and the long-term trend line. We closed right there. Now, anything above 34 EMA, 173.50, let's go for 183. Let's go for the gap. 179. So stop loss is 173.50. Buy near 174.5. We should hit 177.65 and 183. Highly possible move on Tesla. Last is W. I have avoided W, but on Friday, W runs. This is an observation from a very long time. And this was the channel which was set up in January or October of 2021. And we are still holding that channel. We are lingering around that channel. There is no, what you call Fibonacci here to use. I can define one Fibonacci retracement because I do not have the bigger moves. So from top, right there at the bottom. So it's right in between 20, like it's right there. It's inside there. So if we can go above 36.75, W is positive. Tesla is inside there up. W is inside there. By above 36.75. Stop loss 35.85. Targets are 38.75. It's a good target. So risk and reward is good and 40. If consumer sentiment is good, W will run. Keep an eye on this. All right, guys, I'm done. If you want, I can share the Zoom link if anybody has any questions, but but if you join, like 90% of people don't even join. I've shared the link if anybody has any questions. Otherwise, I am going to say good night. Thank you for joining in, and we'll meet the next week. Anybody who wants to join. As nobody's giving you an opportunity. I offer my time, I offer my opportunities, and nobody shows up. That's bad. All right. If nobody is here, then okay. Have a good night. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Our sell has done already this move. There's nothing left. Like it's like what 30% up in few days. So PC, you are joining. Come on, join then. Guys, I'm still here. Yes, Mr. Sonu. Go ahead.
Can you hear me, Naval Paji?
Yes, I can.
Okay, that two things I want. Is sharp, is it cooling off? Is it forming a evening star?
Let's check that. It's not an evening star, but definitely it has to cool off to come down to this 57 area. So I'll not be like trying to buy it here at this time.
Okay, so what would be a trade? Could we short it at this level
No,
for?
wait for like when the stock is so strong, do not short it. Wait for it to cool off.
Okay. So what level would you suggest?
I just said 57.
No, that is for the target on the downside, right?
No, where you need to buy.
Okay, but
I'm
shorting.
not suggesting to short.
Okay, got
See,
it.
you need to understand when the stock is strong, do not short this. Let it cool off.
Understood. And secondly, about Datadog.
Datadog we talked about yesterday. It just it needs to cool off as well.
Okay.
Like it's making a dodgy at the top.
Right.
Needs to cool off.
This also looks like losing steam a little bit, right?
As of now, it's making higher high. If it loses 85, then yes.
Okay. And lastly, wanted to just understand, you mentioned about dark pool activity in Amazon in the beginning. Do we know whether it was a buy or a sell?
Yeah, so like this is totally irritating. I just explained very clearly. If the level stays up, it's a buy. If the level goes down, it's a sell. Like if you cannot focus, I cannot help, man.
No,
And
I wanted to
I've
know is
been
that
I
one second.
just 1 second. Every day you ask the same silly questions every single day. And I feel irritated.
You didn't even hear. I was asking
I
you.
don't want to hear you because you repeat the same things every day. Like you have been working on these so many times for almost a year and a half. You should know by these things by yourself. Why are you still dependent on me? I don't know.
Okay.
I clearly said before that once 122 lever is hold, that's a long go long. I mentioned that in the sheet specifically. Yes, Nilesh.
Hi, Navaldeep. Uh, I had a quick question. So I've been trading ES a lot, and just starting today, I started looking into NQ versus MNQ. Which one would you recommend as a starting point? So this is something like I'm very new at. Like
See,
I've been trading
I
ES
do
for a
not
while.
recommend trading NQ at all.
Okay. How about MNQ?
It's not worth it.
It is okay. Okay. So it's
Because
better to.
NQ is doing the same thing, like 40 points in a second, you will lose 800.
That's kind of what I noticed. I actually I wasn't trading it today, but I just was watching it, and it just.
One thing you will see right here, the volume of NQ versus the volume of ES. NQ
Yes.
will almost be half.
Okay. Yeah, and I didn't see much like open interest and stuff like that in NQ. So is it better to like trade QQQ maybe instead of if I want to do NASDAQ?
Yes.
Okay.
QQQ or TQQQ, the leverage ETF.
Which one? The TQQQ?
Yes. Wherein I answered very clearly. Again, like if you cannot focus, I cannot help. I'm spending my time to explain all this. I mentioned, and I really hate this thing. I mentioned right here in this line very clearly.
Yep.
If you cannot focus, don't like try to irritate me. I don't like that kind of behavior. I put in my effort. I want you to work and focus, not come back every single day, every single time, the same thing again and again. Imagine yourself, if I keep on asking you the same thing every single day of your life, how would you feel? Anything else, Nilesh?
No, bye.
All right, guys. Thank you. Good
All
night.
right. Thank
Bye.
you.